Greetings to you. Bishop Vetter here, your bishop outside the beautiful cathedral on this wonderful day. I just wanted to come and talk to you about religious education this year, CCD as we many times call it. As we're starting up here in the fall with religious education in our parishes, in our families, it's going to be different this year because of the pandemic and because of our restrictions with gathering, with having to wear masks and social distancing. It's going to be different in our parishes. And so my encouragement, I just had a conversation with many of our parish leaders of saying, be creative, look for new ways, but one option that's not an option, we have to do something. That we can't just say, well, let's just wait till the pandemic's over and then we'll get back to normal. No, we don't know how long this is going to last. And so we have to make sure we're doing our part to hand on our faith, hand on the faith of Jesus Christ and His church to the next generation. Obviously, parents, you're the first and primary educators and formators of your children. I beg you, do not give that up to anyone. To anyone. Not to the church, not to the parish, not to the priest, not to the government, not to the state, not to the school, not to anyone. You are the first and primary educators of your children in the faith and in all education. What a privilege, huh? That's one of your main responsibilities as a parent. And so not to hand that over to anyone else and not to let anyone take that. What we're here to do is to help you in any way that we can. And so my hope is that you be creative as well in your own families. I just said to someone last night, if we could get every dad to sit down with his 7th grade son sometime once a week and the two of them to pray 3 Hail Marys together. If we could get every mom to sit down with her daughter or her son once a week and pray 3 Hail Marys together as a 7th grader, 8th grader, 9th grader, we'd be shocked at the difference that would make. Now, when their kids are younger, it's easier for parents, I think, to pray with them, to teach them their prayers. And then they get a little older and we say, kids, don't forget your prayers. Instead of actually just taking the time, even in junior high, high school, and say, you know what, son, daughter, let's say a prayer together. Let's say a prayer together before we go to bed. And the impact that would have to have mom and dad, both or either one, or if you're a single parent, to see the power that would be. To have the courage to say that to your freshmen in high school. Let's say a prayer together, maybe before we eat, but then an Our Father, a Hail Mary. We're going to look for creative ways in our parishes to reach out to you as parents to help you, maybe online things or with some books or materials to help you to do some of the teaching at home. I know you do already, and you do a great job, but we can always do better because parishes are not going to be able to do what they've done in the past. And so we're going to really need to rely on the parents more and more to do things with us at home. And it'll have quite an impact. And so we're here to help you, but we can't replace you. And so I beg you, parents and kids, if you're listening, to not be afraid to say yes when your parents ask, but dad, to have that courage to say, son, daughter, let's pray 3 Hail Marys together tonight before you go to bed. Mom, the same, huh? And you will be shocked. We will all be shocked at what that does. If we had that happen and nothing else happened in the Diocese of Helena during this next year, that every family would have that happen with individual prayer within their family, with mom and dad and their kids, I think we'd be amazed at the difference it would make for us. So know of my prayers for you. Pray for me. Be patient as we look for creative ways to help you. But we're going to need you, right, to take on this responsibility, which is yours, in a more concrete and deliberate way this year. It won't just happen, and I beg you parents to do the same I'm telling the parishes to do. Be creative, but one option that should not be an option, doing nothing. But we can't just wait until the pandemic is gone, and on the faith in a very concrete way this year. God bless you. Pray for me.